What's up? It's your boy D Change coming at ya with another Daily Dave. So I've messed around with settings and all that good stuff to see if this is a better setup for recording. I can hear my computer, the fan spinning up. It's getting hot, hot heat. But yeah, I ran some tests and they were super good. I'm very impressed. My Call of Duty game started crashing. That was super not good. But I think I've ironed out the kinks. Yeah, so I ran some stress tests, I ran some stream tests, some recording tests. Hopefully I have good settings set up. This is one of those intricacies of streaming that I feel like is kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. A buddy of mine recently talked to me about how they had considered streaming for fun just because, because like I do and one of our mutual friends does. And I mean it's the thing now, right? It's like you're at home, you might as well give it a shot, right? um I wouldn't recommend it if you don't if you're not willing to put in a lot of time to kind of make sure all your settings are right. Now it's not like a huge deal. It's just that there are plenty of things that can go wrong in streaming, in setting up like encoding options, bitrate, stream options, your scenes, your views, and this is a lot of stuff that like doesn't even make sense to people who aren't even familiar with it, right? Like the whole idea of like broadcasting myself playing a game to other people, that's kind of like, why? What are you even doing here? So long story short, there's a lot of interesting technology involved, the hardware as well as the software, and it's unfortunately more complicated than we would all want it to be. There's like easy there's easy settings. There's easy setups, and you can get running in like 5 minutes. And I think, you know what, if you have like a beefy enough computer and you have a very simple setup and a simple game to go like play, go for it. I just like to I have this bad habit of like wanting the best settings, but like at some point I feel like there's a high amount of diminishing returns, or i just don't I just don't give a shit anymore. So up to a certain point I'm like really gung-ho, and then like I fall off a cliff and I'm like, I just want to be done with this. And that's how I was with streaming. Basically every single time I set up a new computer and a new game and a new like set of scenes, it was always like, can I push the limit? Can I give it more power? Can I like make it more HD? Can I increase the bit rate, lower the bit rate, change the resolution? What if I use the processor for this, and the video card for this? And it's just all over the place. So that to me, that's why it gets complicated. But there are legitimate setups where you can like download one program, um, you know, say like, this is how big, this is how fast, this is the game, my webcam, my microphone, click, start streaming. There you go. As usual, I overcomplicate it for myself. Whatever. Anyway, interesting tidbit. I am using RTX voice from Nvidia. That is, it's not, even though it's branded that way, it's not specific or exclusive to my video card, but it is part of the Nvidia family. I'm not sure how far back it goes, but this is supposed to help reduce noise in the background. Now, this is my first time using it. I ran some tests before, like my dad was outside using a trimmer, and it would block out a lot of it, but not all of it. Like every time it snapped or something or hit something, you could hear that. I think it makes my voice more robotic, so I'm not sure if I like it. But if it reduces, like, there are crickets outside. If you don't hear the crickets, that's a job well done. If you don't hear like my keyboard, I'm not gonna do it right now. Actually, I will do it. I'll test it out. If you don't hear my keyboard, that's a good thing. If you do hear my keyboard, there's no more hope. I've lost everything. No, I'm just kidding. But it's meant to. It's really smart, at least from what I've seen. I've seen other people use it. They've like one of my friends was messing around with a keyboard and a game controller. Pretty much eliminated most of its sounds, if not all. I've seen a video of a guy using like a really high powered fan near his microphone. Couldn't hear it. Amazing, great for streaming. Definitely if you're doing like, you know, high quality recordings, not so great. But at the same time, you know, I feel like when you go into that realm, you understand that, like, you know, $100 mic is like entry level. Acoustics is much more important, that type of stuff. So it actually, if it doesn't sound bad, it would I think it'd be fine for, you know, average podcasting, right? So I guess if that is the case, because I gotta properly listen to it. If that's the case, then I might just roll with it from now on. That way I don't have to worry about closing the window and then like being cooped up. But yeah, hopefully there's it's just really cool. It's like I'm tinkering with new stuff. It's great. But it's funny because the computer's guts are still kind of exposed. I will eventually have enough time to kind of just settle everything down. It's just I wanted to make sure everything worked, because that's one of the most nerve-wracking things, is that you put stuff together, you launch it, it doesn't work. It's time to problem solve. And sometimes in troubleshooting, like, you have to go pretty deep. Gotta go far and wide to figure out what's wrong. And sometimes you're not even fixing what's wrong. Maybe you're just fixing something else and like it's all good. Like, what if a year from now, like, something else pops up, my computer explodes? I'd be super sad about that. That would not be cool. So, wow, like, Malwarebytes just ran while I was recording this. That's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that. But you know what? My hardware is so good, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we'll return to our regularly scheduled, more existential talks in the future. I won't say tomorrow, because what if I run into more problems tomorrow? Anyway, thanks for listening to my rambling. I know it's I know what it is. So, yeah. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.